Chennai and South India more generally, which I look after, provides enormous opportunities for Australians who want to do business here and expand their relationships. So it's been a very busy time for me. I think we've managed to achieve quite a bit during that time, but there's a lot more for my successor to do. But I leave feeling quite satisfied with what I've done. I think the technology sector is one in which we put considerable effort. India has an amazing innovation sector, but Australia also is very strong in many areas of science and innovation, and that's what this exhibition that we're launching tonight is about. And the more people are aware of what Australia has done, that we invented everything from Wi-Fi to ultrasound to black box fight recorder to cancer vaccines, all sorts of things like this, the more we will have opportunities to build partnerships and collaborate in various areas of science. So I'm very optimistic about the future, and I'm very sorry to be leaving Chennai, but I know that the future between Australia and India will be very strong. Australia is a very popular destination for Indian students. It's I think the second largest destination now, and growing very fast, about 15% per year. And one of the reasons for that is that when you go to study in Australia, you have firstly when you're studying, you have the right to work for 40 hours over a 2-week period. To earn some money to help with the costs of your stay there. But also when you graduate, if you graduate with an undergraduate degree, you can stay for 2 years to work in Australia. If you graduate with a master's degree, you can stay for 3 years. And if you graduate with a PhD, it's 4 years. And no other country provides that kind of work rights. So that's, I think, a very attractive option. We have regularly rated 7 of the top 100 universities in the world, which, considering we're a country of only 24 million people, is an incredibly high rate of success. And so students who want to come and study overseas should really seriously consider Australia as a destination, both as a wonderful place to live, but also as a place to study with some of the best people around and attend some of the best universities in the world. I think the experience of people getting visas to go and study in Australia is generally pretty good. It takes time, it's a lengthy process, but it starts with getting a place in a university. The universities, for the most part, do a lot of the pre-screening, so that once you have a place offered to you by the university, the process getting a visa for Australia is not that hard. You have to meet the requirements and provide the information required. But our visas, I think, are certainly no harder than anyone else's, and I would argue probably easier to get. Unlike some countries, we don't require interviews to get student visas. The application process is online, and you can track it online to see where it's up to, and yeah, as long as people give enough time to get their visas, there's usually not a problem. Our acceptance rate of the visas is very high, particularly in places like Tamil Nadu. I know that the acceptance rate or the approval rate was something like 95% last time I looked. Australia is very active in international research collaboration, and we have large numbers of PhD students coming to Australia. We have a number of different scholarship programs. There's a program called the Endeavour Scholarship, which is for both postgraduate and postdoctoral scholars to come and do research projects in Australia. We have a program called the Australia-India Strategic Research Fund, which funds a variety of different kinds of collaborative projects, including some placements for a period of time to do research in each other's country. And we also have a program which is called the Australia Awards, broad development scholarship program. And so many Indian students have gone to Australia on one or another of these programs, and I encourage people to take advantage of them more. I think that not enough people apply for them. There's a lot more opportunities than people might think. Also, a lot of universities have their own programs, so check the university's website. They have their own scholarships as well. There are plenty of opportunities in Australia for the right scholar. My advice to my successor, I think, would be keep a strong focus on the potential here in India. Sometimes it can be difficult to make things happen here. It takes time, But if you persevere, there are big opportunities and a lot of potential, and ultimately India is going to be a powerhouse in the world economy. We're already a powerhouse in some sectors. I never fail to be impressed by your space agency and what they've been able to do, and how cheaply they've been able to do it. I think the most important thing is to see the long term, to work towards the long term goal, because the potential of India is huge.